Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. The best fight this weekend that you may not have noticed took place between Yoelvis Gomez of Cuba, based in Nevada in the US. And he came in with a 9 wins, 7 KOs, 1 defeat on points and one, well, he's got a draw now because he drew with Antraveous Ingram. Antraveous, what a curious name. Who came in with 12 wins, no draws, no defeats, and 6 KOs. And Mr. Antraveous Ingram had never been beyond 6 rounds. But he and Mr. Gomez put on an astounding war on the undercard of the Lenier Pero-Jordan Thompson fight. This was over in Orlando, Florida. And if you haven't seen it, try to catch it because it's a 10-round draw, split draw, 96-94, one either side, then 95-95. I personally thought Gomez might have edged it from his early work, first 3 rounds, but I'll tell you what, steel jaws or what. I think actually Ingram may have suffered some damage to his jaw. And I'm not bloody surprised because he was shipping some hellacious southpaw backhands, the left cross and the overhand left, all night long, especially in the early rounds. And he didn't go anywhere. I mean, he may have been sort of shook and shuddered a little bit at times. He looked huge for the weight, absolutely huge for the weight. He's about 6'1". He's 27 years of age. We're talking 154-pounders here. Gomez, the Cuban, had that Cuban style, southpaw 3 inches shorter, maybe 2-3 inches shorter, 28 years old, so a year older. And again, you know, that Cuban schooling, slight crouch, lots of head movement, combination punching. You know what the Cuban style is. If you watch boxing, you will know. Whereas Mr. Antraveous Ingram was being taller. He was upright. He was an upright fighter, throwing lots and lots of punches. Knew he couldn't match Gomez for technique or possibly even talent. I think he started late in boxing, Ingram. And did it show? A little bit, I suppose. I think the commentator said he was an American footballer for a while. Yeah, I suppose it showed a little bit, but he's got some talent, don't get me wrong. And like I say, he was the one who came in with the undefeated record. But for certainly the first 3 rounds, maybe the first 5 rounds, he looked like he was probably going to get outpointed. His punch resistance was exemplary. You were thinking, well, if he's going to get stopped, it's a 10-rounder, it's going to be late, it's going to be an accumulation of punches. But in actual fact, he came back with a lot of bloody-mindedness, with a lot of guts, because he'd never been beyond 6 rounds, and it was just when you thought he was unraveling, he was coming back and just slinging everything at Gomez. And that's what you've got to do if you're in a fight with a guy who has more talent, or he's a better schooled fighter, or he's just got more tools in his box. You've got to throw caution to the wind and try to win. And that's what he did. And amazingly, he showed a fantastic gas tank. I think he kind of finished stronger than Gomez. Now, Gomez has a defeat on his record. It was a 10-round unanimous decision to Marcus Taylor. But 2.5 years ago, Taylor was 14-1-2. He had a record. And there were rumours, as there often are with a lot of these Cuban fighters that defect to the US. You know, suddenly they get a bit of freedom. Suddenly they're enjoying the good life. They're nearly all in Florida. They've got their own little community there. So they're not quite dedicating themselves to boxing as much as you need to if you want to maximise your talent. And such was the case, apparently, from what I've heard and read, with Mr. Yoelvis Gomez. Great name, Yoelvis. Anyway, he seems to be sorting himself out actually now, because he needed to be on his A game against Ingram, who was completely untested. Orthodox fighter, like I say, upright, started late, natural athlete, certainly. Big for the weight. Looks more like a middleweight, certainly. Probably is a boiled down middleweight, maybe. Whereas Gomez looked to me like a guy who, I don't know whether he could make welterweight, but he looked like a small 154 pounder. But he was landing some great punches. It's just that when Ingram decided, okay, I'm going to go hell for leather here, round about the middle rounds, 5, 6, 7, suddenly it's almost as if Gomez was sort of startled. It's like, whoa, hang on a minute, I didn't expect this. I didn't like it either. Now, likewise, he showed a great jaw. But I would say that the early rounds, first 3 or 4, definitely Gomez's. Middle rounds, probably Ingram's. And then the final, I suppose, 3, maybe. Again, I don't know. Thinking about it, some of the rounds were difficult to score. They were very, certainly very competitive, very, very exciting as well. Let's be clear about that. Is a draw a fair result? Like I say, watching it without knowing the result and ticking off the rounds as they went by, I made Gomez a slight winner. But would I complain with a draw? Absolutely not. No, definitely not. But this fight has rematch all over it, written all over it. There was a lot of bad blood. On one occasion in the early rounds, there were not 1 but 2 punches. They swapped after the referee said break, and they just carried on slinging punches. Bad blood. The referee spoke to them both, and my phone's going. Ignore that. And I just thought, look, they've got to have a rematch. After the fight, they sort of tapped gloves as if to say, yeah, good fight, but it's unfinished business. They want each other in that ring again. And why not? This was a terrific 10-rounder. It really was. And of course, Mr. Antraveous Ingram, he maintains his unbeaten record with the draw. Gomez picks up a draw to go with his 9 wins and 1 defeat. But both these guys have got a future, and they're young enough to come again, definitely. So I want to see this one again. But go and have a look at it. It's on DAZN. Like I say, the undercard of the Lenier Pero Jordan Thompson fight. Very, very entertaining fight indeed. Very entertaining. Anyway, let me know what you think. Comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. If you like the video, hit the like button. As always, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and bye for now.